I saw this tweet on Twitter and it really intrigued me to add my own 2 cents to the topic as somebody that does work in the industry. And I'm really curious as to how someone can come to this logic, as not all sex workers are victims. And I feel like the general public has a very hard time grasping that, and I don't understand why. Some people actually do choose to be in this industry, believe it or not, for financial independence, flexibility, or self-expression. Like, it does exist, guys. I believe ignoring that silences the voices of the workers that are actively in this industry. And for the self-proclaimed feminists out there, you don't empower women by labeling them as all victims when some of them are very confidently and loudly telling you that they're not. I also believe using sex workers as the cause for sex trafficking is very misleading and a very, very harmful narrative to spew around. Trafficking is driven by organized crime, immigration vulnerability, a lack of opportunity, etc., etc. Blaming consensual workers oversimplifies a very complex and multi-layered issue. And on top of that, shaming sex workers can also make things worse for them, as you're pushing the stigma on the industry and on the workers further down into the ground, which does make it a lot harder to report abuse, report when you're being mistreated, or even things like gaining our rights, as we are still very much so fighting for our rights in 2020 Blood Class 6. And I believe a lot of people fail to forget, and I'm specifically talking to the self-proclaimed feminists out there, you can be opposed to exploitation without erasing choice. And I'm pretty sure that's the whole ethos of the feminist movement, is the ability as a woman to have autonomy and the choice to live your life as you see fit, no? This is why I'm very public and very open about what I do for work and carry no shame with it, because I believe a lot of people have this very misleading, low vibrational perception of the industry. And instead of you educating yourself, having real, raw, honest conversations with the workers that are in the industry and being open to having your perspective and your mind change, because it's 2026, guys. Things are evolving, women are evolving, people are developing, the industry is changing rapidly, you know? We're not in 1995, like, I think it's absolutely phenomenal to be able to fight for exploitation and want, change and better development in society. But can we also be a bit more conscious about how we choose to do that and not take away people's agency? Because the two things can exist at one time. Do you know what I'm saying? The last thing we want as women is to bash each other and to still have things that we're picking at each other for. It is not cute. Thank you.